Hello everyone, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Just finishing something up. We are live. We are live. We're good to go there. Go. Alright. Should be live. Should be live. Should be live. Alright. Everybody, welcome in. Let me just make sure I have the chat up. Let me just this. There we go. That opens up the chat. Let's bring up the game. Alrighty. Alright. There we go. So there's a couple things to know. I'm actually playing the French version simply because I'm not a professional gamer. Okay? I'm using the French version because the French version has a built-in help for the second controller that if you press the down button, you regain your power. And power is basically like health. You take a hit, that takes a major hit. As time passes, that power goes down. And it goes down very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Okay? Now, I'm going to attempt to do this as much as possible without taking advantage of the power regen. However, I do know that I will be struggling to beat level 3. I've been practicing. I cannot get past level 3. And I do know as well that it could take me a while to learn the mechanics. And using this during that time is going to help me tremendously get to that point. Not necessarily do I want to. I would rather do this in its original setting. But this was left in to the French version and the US version. I do think it was put in because of the power, the way it was built wasn't so friendly to the user. So looks like it looked like it just I have no idea what it did there. And I don't know why it's red. Let me reset that. There we go. Should not be. So, turn that off. There we go. Okay. Now, one thing I did want to show here in the beginning is, of course, this. As you can see, there are no cheats. It is not enabled. I'm going to start the game, and I will show how the cheat works here. So you see here, I can press it, and even though the screen on the right side is not showing any kind of I have no idea why this has done that, but let's do that. I have to figure out the controls. It's changed, unfortunately. Hey there, welcome in. How are you doing? No, it doesn't. Let me just figure this out here 1 second. I don't know why B is supposed to be F, right? Is it because this one? No, that's not going to change anything. Let me see if that fixed it. Okay, it did fix it. For some reason, it's diverting to this. I don't know why. Okay. So typically the way we end up with the... How should I put this? With more power would be if the enemy... Come on. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on. It's not making this kind of issue beforehand, so I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. Yeah, it's for some reason thinking that the same button is for that. So I'm gonna have to restart here, and I will be right back with it. So put that up. Okay, there we go. Let's hope that this isn't broken now. Nope, it's still broken. Okay, so I have to map it to a different button, and hopefully it doesn't cause the same issue. Yep. Hopefully it does not cause the same issue. So let's do that, and close, and close. Okay, there we go. So as I was saying before the technical difficulties occurred, the only way to get it is if this pops up a meat or a cupcake. Okay, the cupcake is a full heal up to 150, and the which is right there. Okay, and like I said, I was going to be trying to do this without having to use the built-in help button here. And pretty much this is the only way to get things done. Okay, so as you can see there, those were a fast pair of pants, and that actually increases speed. That's one of the other chance items to happen. You can't control the item drop at all. Yes, the turtle shells are the Kamehameha. The problem with the Kamehameha is that bosses like Yamcha can and will dodge the Kamehameha, and on top of that, it doesn't do much damage to bosses. So it's kind of a problem. Unfortunately, that means I didn't manage to get the drop there. Now, there is another item in here that you can get and it's called the power pole. There's 2 or 3 different types. The power pole will, of course... Sheesh. The power pole does increase your range, making it easier for you to win. However, the power pole cannot be used from your previous stage. You have to get it again and again and again. And that makes things just a little bit tougher. There we go, I got the power pole. As you can see, the length is just so much more. So this actually gives me the pick up the turtle kind of thing. That part of the story. Okay, there we go, there's another. Nice. Me having this extra reach. Also, the power pole does have a stronger damage than the actual punches. There. And as you can see, it is a little bugged. And it doesn't actually hit all the time. Sadly. I do believe that this isn't exactly the way it was intended, but okay. Okay. Yep. I am not looking to point out the cutscenes here because this is true to the original Dragon Ball. Now, this is one of the more complicated stages, of course. And as you can see, I no longer have my power pole. Between the chapters, you lose them. So you need to regain them if possible. And another turtle shell. Now, the objective in this particular stage or chapter, as we call it, is to find Oolong. Oolong only has one form in this chapter, and he will always be running off right away. He did just do that right there. I failed to pay attention, but come on. There we go, there's a little bit more healing, and it just gives more points. The question marks don't actually give anything. Problems. The objective here is, of course, to find... Oh, there's the power pole. Much obliged. Alright, and a cupcake and another cupcake, which is nice to see. The objective, of course, is to find Oolong, and when he shows up and he runs away and he leaves a key behind, we have to go and find that key. And that's how we're able to progress the stage. There we go, and no, he did not leave a key this time. Let's try this one. There we go, he left the key. Alright, so now we can actually progress on the level. Luckily, I have been able to get those those cupcakes. Otherwise, we wouldn't get very far. This is another item that we can pick up, and this only happens in these rooms, if I'm not mistaken. And you gotta be able to have a use for it. It's in the next chapter, there is no reason to do so. Okay, that's what we needed to do for this chapter, is find Oolong in this particular house. And yeah, now we are going for the Desert Bandit Yamcha here. This is where I struggled in my practice runs. And of course, I no longer have the power pole, which is a problem, of course. Okay, and those are insects. Just points. And we have to find 5 Dragon Balls in these areas. We also have to find a key, and then some. Alright. Another problem with this game, of course, runs into the fact that we will always be losing our energy, unfortunately. Nope, not give me anything. Oh, there's the key. I, at one point, had to go over all of these bricks to get the key. And unfortunately, that could take a long time. And even in these particular areas, you do run out of health. Okay, so that's the red power pole. That's really good. I'm actually going to heal up here, because I know for a fact that I am not going to do very well here. Yeah. See how much damage he's doing? Yeah, I finally beat him. It just took that much healing in. Doesn't matter. I intend to finish. I understand that this is what you were trying to prevent with regards to... Come on. when you said no cheats. I do recognize that. So it doesn't necessarily work for the challenge, and I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Not much I can do about it. I have another Yamcha fight over here. Also, there's this house here where there isn't much to do. You're gonna get hit. These things, they don't really die so easily. Any... Nope. Oh, so that automatically gives me the power pole? Interesting. Oops. He just lands. He doesn't even have to land a punch. He just touches you and you take damage. Yeah. Probably on an SNES controller would be a lot easier. I couldn't say for sure. I don't have one. Oops. Oh, thank you, Carlos. No, this is the only run I'm actually doing. I'm not doing this again without it. I don't have the time for it, though. Some of the later bosses actually do give you an opportunity to gain health back, but these in the early chapters do not, for some reason. Okay, there we go. Alright. That. Yamcha and Puar. So what's this part here? Oh, this is Fire Mountain. Okay, this is Fire Mountain. There's a little bit of healing. Beautiful. That's just points. Kind of useless. If I had the power pole, I can go after these fireballs, but I cannot until I get the power ball. Power pole, not the power ball. The power pole. Nice. Chance to get the power pole again. Yes. There we go. There we go. And a full heal. Okay. I was supposed to be able to hit that, but apparently I can't. Oh, there's a full heal also. Like to see that. And what's in this cave? A random. Oh, another turtle shell. It was a turtle shell though. Okay. Time to test if I can kill this. Apparently, I need to trigger this. Okay, so we pulled Master Roshi, if you folks know the story. Did pull Master Roshi. Okay, so that took care of that. So I cannot actually go into there. Let's continue on. Okay, that one shot. Okay, I could go into this one. Ooh, the black power pole. Supposedly this can be killed. I just don't know how I'm gonna be able to do it. Because I keep on hitting it and it doesn't... Yeah. Kind of worse than some of these minis. Okay, there's the... Yep. Let's get some healing in. Nope, that's not... Chi-Chi's there. I could go in here. What's in here? Oh, that takes me to here. So that's what that was for. Oh no, this is a totally different one. Hold on. This mountain's full of secrets. Okay, let's grab the full heal. And let's go back up the mountain. And I guess I did have to get the key. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to get... Oh, there's Chi-Chi again. Come on. I don't know if I'm actually hitting her. There we go. Sheesh. So you could do this. You jump over. Okay, so that's a much easier fight than the Yamcha one. That is definitely a much easier fight. Now we're up to the Rabbit Gang. Rabbit Gang wasn't actually a Dragon Ball chapter. It was a technically side story. Which also led into the General Blue and Arali thing. Whoopsie. What was that about? Okay. Hey, the red power pole. So that doesn't do anything. Okay, so I cannot actually kill the rabbit boss. Yet. There's another power pole. I have to find a bit of healing, if possible. Okay, so... no healing items there, unfortunately. Nope. Okay. What does this do? It's another power pole. So they're making sure I get the power pole here in this run. Hey, there's a full heal. Alright. Well, I just realized. Hold on. I could do that. What does this give? Oh, fast walking. Fast walking. I'm just gonna grab that, just walk away. Go. Does this give? Bat, which doesn't drop anything. A bat which doesn't drop anything. Okay, why is there a cleaner here? No drop. Okay. Losing health left, right, and center. $21 turtle shells. Alright. On to the next one. Nope. Not on to the next one. Let's see if I can get a full heal healer. There's some heals. Yep. Some heals. Don't tell me I have to find a key here. Is that it? Hold on. I gotta check a guide here real quick. Okay, so I see boss rabbit hopping. Each zone is a capsule of 4, particularly 3 members of the renegade same character. Space abilities. I have to collect all 4. Okay. I have to collect all 4, so I have to go back into these houses. I have to check each one. Nope. Nope. There we go, there's the 4th carrot. At least I think that's the 4th carrot. Sure, that was supposed to be the, There we go, that's the safe state. Nope, I got turned into a carrot. Okay. Okay. Let's load here. Let's pause. Let's see, how do I beat this rabbit? So I have the pole. That's the safest spot. Okay. Let's check it. Yep. There are carrots involved. Let me attempt this. Okay. Fair enough. Do. Okay, that was actually easy. I didn't actually use the healing system there. Okay, so now we're up to peel off gang here. Was I supposed to be able to go in there or no? Nope, I was not. Okay. So I need to use the Kamehameha to get past these. Okay, that's good to know. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. Spike trap, another spike trap. Jump over them. I could jump over them. The next stage is bridge. Cannot fall off the bridge. Okay, cross bridge. Second bridge. You try to find it. You take a large bridge. Two Kamehameha. Oh, okay. So I used the 2 Kamehamehas. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, I still got hit there. Still got hit there. Oh, I don't have any Kamehamehas, unfortunately. So I probably should just load. That would teach me to do this properly. Okay, fair enough. Okay. At least I still have the turtle shells at this point. Okay. Alright. Save. Yep. Save. Sucks. It absolutely sucks. Okay. I don't see him, so... Okay, so that's the third Kamehameha, and he still didn't die. Okay. That's the fourth. That's the fifth. Yeah, I just taking way too much of that stuff. Am I just not understanding this correctly? Hold on. Hold on. Hit it twice. I hit it more than twice. It says it's supposed to be only twice. Did you make my game, my attempt here more difficult? It's weird. Let's see, it's getting me a little... I just wasted. Oh my goodness. I keep hitting him with the Kamehameha and it just doesn't disappear. Lovely. I guess I should just dodge. Yep, this isn't gonna work. I don't know what more I need to do. I might be able to iframe that. I can't go past it without it. So I might have to iframe that. Maybe. Do have 1 health more. So I can get hit by it, but he won't be able to get hit by my Kamehameha. Okay, that just went right past him. That just went right past him. Could do this. Oh, now he's just going into me. Okay. Alright. Try that again. Try that again. And this time I just completely tried to iframe it. Oh, come on. Yeah, the timing on these are throwing me off. Okay. So once he starts moving, I can then use the Kamehameha to beat him. Lovely. So I could do that. With 1 health left. With 1 health left. I lose all of those turtle shells now. I lose all of those turtle shells now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh no, that actually just took me back to the straight to the beginning? Oh my, no, 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 no. I thought that was a new chapter. I thought that was a new chapter. Why did that not hit? Okay, that's just terrible. That's just terrible. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? So the thing is that when the Nintendo Switch went and put back all of the games from the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance and all that stuff onto the Switch with the membership. They introduced a function where, like, you could scroll back in time. And here, unfortunately, can't exactly do that. Okay, that was a little better. That'll give me a little bit of a heal. Let me save and go here. Okay. Wonder where this will take me. It straight up killed. It straight up killed. I assume that I can knock him off if he comes close. Oh no, he's got a long distance attack. Yep. That's not gonna work. That's not going to work. I mean, I could sit here and experiment for days if I simply had the ability to do so. Oh, there we go. Nobody here is dropping anything in that regard. Come on. Yep. Even if I wasn't gonna get hit by that, that was over. Okay. The biggest problem is that I have 0 healing here. I have zero healing here. There's no enemies to take out to get, unless knocking one of these down will net me a drop for healing. I don't know. Come on. Let's eat him. Okay, I've got a little bit left. And no. Ah. I don't know what I have to do here to get further. Okay, let's redo that. I'm curious if this drops heals. Nope. Doesn't give me points though. So this is what I had to do, is just go past here. Interesting. I do have a Kamehameha, so maybe? It does give me a lot of points though. It does give me a lot of points though. Does give me a lot of points though. Yeah, and I'm toasted already. I could try this strategy. And there I go, getting stuck on it. I'm not gonna be able to do this like that so easily. Okay, I managed to do this without taking any damage. Okay. Okay, I forgot about that, so that's a moot point. Alright. Okay. So I landed that and it just went right between them. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would get seriously frustrated with this kind of game, unfortunately. I would get seriously frustrated. I don't have the kind of time that I had in my youth. Honestly, I really don't. I don't. And getting forced to take a hit here is just annoying. So I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. I just reset everything. Okay. I'll do this again. There I go, getting hit by that. Again. Still no healing available here for some reason. How did I miss some? Okay, so these guys are unbeatable. Alright. Oh, there's something here. And I get the power pole. And I get to move fast. There's no healing involved. That's all that's in here. So I needed to get the power pole for this. I'm healing up for one reason and one reason only, because I already made it a foregone conclusion that I wouldn't be completing the challenge because this is considered a cheat, unfortunately. Originally, it was thought not to be a cheat, but it is being considered a cheat at this point. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, maybe I could get past this stage without it. Maybe I could get past this chapter without it. Maybe. Maybe. Give me a second. I gotta take a little bit of a break. My back is a little bit out of shape. Give me a moment, please. Let's first reset that. Let's pause it. Did lose a bit of power there, and you could see like you'd load into the stage and it's already taking out your energy. And for some reason people think that when they leave something intentionally in the game to help you get past this particular issue in the game, that they didn't want to reprogram. It's considered a cheat. To be very fair, for this game, this was originally on the Japanese version had no save files. You couldn't continue. Per se, it didn't remember where you were at, either when you exited the game or when you lost. Like, you couldn't go back. So I just think that this system was intentionally built in. You found out about it, you were able to use it. You didn't find out about it, you weren't able to use it. Because the reason why I think so is because the United States version, which totally changed names and whatnot, as well as designs for Goku and for Roshi and so on, they left in this health regeneration cheat, which I am, yes, going to call it a cheat because it does theoretically trivialize the game to an extent. Just the amount of frustration I would be under if I could not win by losing so much. Just the frustration would be through the roof for me, unfortunately. Having reset that, tell me anything? The Konami code is still considered a cheat, by the way. You're telling me that when a developer puts something in as part of the code for the game, you're considering it a cheat. Okay, fine. I see where I'm at. I see what my abilities will net me. I see. So he was very easy to kill. Does he give me some meat? He does give me some meat. Okay, so the objective is to hit it correctly, but I'm falling down on the lava. Yep, that is pretty much par for the course. I wonder if I shouldn't just go for the power pole. It looks like it's designed to be there. Let me just double check with the guide. Okay. So there's this. Cross the second bridge. Passes or first appeal charge looks like this. Back the main holidays are more the two of the blue blocks here. Fire arrows continuously. Throw the receipts to the right. The blue block above is the next station. Steps while it's put in the fire. Let's be where you'll land if you get knocked into a hole in the floor during the last battle of stay. You see, you keep getting thrown back into there. Interesting. Give me 1 second. I need to pull that up to read. It was meant for the game developers to test for the games with much more ease. Either if it's for more 1-ups or a level select. So I'm not using the skip level. That's definitely would have been out of the scope of the challenge. The scope of the challenge was to not use cheats, and I'm not using a cheat. I approved I'm not using a cheat. I pulled up the cheat menu, and it's all disabled. There's nothing there. But using this, it could constitute a cheat. And there are cheats. They're different. They fully heal you. They max heal you. They keep your health at a certain amount. You can't lose health, like basically invincible kind of thing. But not this. Okay, so I have to do both Pilaf's traps both times. So save states also count as cheats. Okay. I'm streaming for an hour. I'm going an hour longer, and this is the only stream. And after 3 days, I'm taking down the live stream. Okay, folks, is that the way we were playing this? Is that the way we're playing this? I don't get hit the first time, I get hit the second time. Using a debug mode is also cheating. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. This was never a challenge that I was going to be able to beat. I simply don't have the time in the day to learn this game to its entirety to beat it. I simply don't have the ability to do so. Let's go ahead and grab the power pole. And there's no point in trying to beat this at this point like this. I mean, now you're pushing your luck. Now you are definitely pushing your luck. There's the power pole. Let's get the power pole. Let's get some healing in. And okay, I did not want to get mollywopped right away by these guys. Yep. Okay, the power pole just thoroughly destroys that. And there's no healing from him. So I wasn't actually destroying it. I was just getting hit no matter what. Yep. Typical. Um, do you insist on playing that way? Do you insist on playing that way? I don't have any turtle shells, so this is just the worst. This thing ain't dying. Oh, I can jump over it, I forgot. No, but it just jumps back over me. Alright. Okay, we'll take that. Okay, do I go up the right or the left? Oh, so I'm gonna be in either one. Okay. Okay. That helps. Let's go ahead and save that. Let's do that. And... Ooh! I have no idea if this is fake lava or not. Oh, wait. Can I do this? Oh, no, I can't. So be it. Okay, so I was supposed to just do that instead. Fair enough. It's fake lava, so I can actually go across the bottom. Are you trying to get... But the other one I wasn't able to? But this is the same thing. Okay, this is the exact same thing as the other one. And I have 0... No, I do have turtle shells, so I could do this. Oh, I messed up. I messed up there. I messed up there again. Yeah, so that's the way to beat it. I don't think I was going to be able to beat that with the health that I had, even if it was... I wouldn't know how to do that. Okay. Let's see if I can get a translator here. Avancer Dragon, Dansley Tour, Warlever Stimulant. This changes. Okay, I think I want the stimulant. I think that's what I want. I have to, of course, see here. Expand. So move dragon tile. Okay, so that will animate the dragon on the front of the screen. Jump to the rabbit revenge chapter. Power up. I might as well do the power up, which is this one. Might as well. Okay. Oh, the power pull comes right away. I like that. I assume I have to grab these things no matter what. Just because almost every other stage has been like this. Okay, this is Rabbit's Revenge. See if I can knock him out before I take too much damage. Okay. I did. Apparently that's not even a boss, so I can knock these out. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. Oh, it did drop something. Some meat. Okay. I'll take that. I need this, and I'm going in this direction, apparently. Okay, that did a lot more damage than I would have thought. And yes, I am aware of... Okay. That was done without it. Ah! Really? Ah. No full heal. Unfortunate. It wasn't so bad, actually. Is it really fake lava? Is it really fake lava? That was pretty good, actually. That was pretty good, actually. We're doing that. Yep. And now I have to save. Again. Oh, by the way, for the Switch games that not the Switch games, the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games that came to the Switch that they introduced, they were enabled with anytime saves. Okay? They were enabled with anytime saves. Aha. Fair enough. Fair enough. Any chance I can get the power pole here or no? There. So, we're not going to consider save states to be a cheat. Oh, it's a full heal. Nice. Okay, I used it up a bit. So they actually can take more than one hit for this? Weird. Okay, let's try and get past this part. So it gives you guaranteed the power pole. Now I have to run away. Yep, that was gonna happen all the time. I had no chance in that. So this actually heals me up, interestingly enough. Okay, so it's not something I have to grab for power pole? No power pole. Imagine how much easier this would be with a power pole. Yeah, NOS is a paid service. You pay for save states. Save states are not part of the original game. Yes, I know. I know. Thanks for pointing it out, though. Yep. No drop. Again. Unfortunate. I do realize that they're giving us the power pole because there's no other way to beat it. You need that extra reach there. Should have gotten that heal. Unfortunate. Oh gosh. I kinda got stuck there. Now I want to knock this guy out. Nope. It doesn't give me anything, sadly. The problem was that I wasn't hitting it correctly. Fair enough. Fair enough. There is a very similar game to this. Very similar mechanics as well. The first Legacy of Goku game had the same mechanics, same kind of place, so to speak, with the mechanics and stuff. You had to hit it exactly on the spot or to do decent damage. Otherwise it didn't register even. Drop something? Yeah. Barely gained what I got from going there. Okay, I was so close there. Why didn't it hit? It's frustrating as to why it didn't hit. Okay, not much I can do about it, unfortunately. I drop. Okay, there we go. I wasn't going to net me anything close. I can a little bit of healing. Keep that. No, nothing got dropped there, so save here because I am tired of going back and forth. So for some reason it's not registering there. Okay, yeah. I'm getting better at this fight. That's for sure. Okay, never mind that. Never mind that. That was not a great attempt. Okay, so that's not registering as a hit. And it does that. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I got it. Now that's one level I did without using the health regen. Okay, at least one level, I think. Okay, yeah, that is one level. Okay. Oh, I could do that, huh? Okay, I can do that too, I guess. Can I beat this? Nope, I cannot. I can jump over it. I'm not actually doing damage to this thing. Okay. Kind of need a heal here. I could do that. Any drops? No drops. That's a waste of time to do. Lovely. Yeah, so actually I took damage that time. Interesting. Okay. So that's a simple fight actually. That is a simple fight. I think this is the Southern Isles. We're going to the boat or something? Not sure exactly what this was intended to be. A little bit of healing. Okay. Take it. Yeah. What? not. I'd like to do this. Okay. That does help. Okay, here we go again. Okay, that is just a problem. I can't actually go out. There we go. Oh, I finished it. Okay. Give me a heal? Somebody give me a heal? Something? Nope. These are just here to annoy. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think he's just trying to make the company just go bankrupt. It's not the right way to do things, unfortunately. It's not the way to do things, unfortunately. The game is not built. Sorry, not the game. The company's not built for that. And there's no reason to add operational costs on top of it. Also, tell Zalman to focus. Alright? So I do have to go up here. We're at the Warlord's base? That makes no sense. Shouldn't be the Warlord's base. You look at the right side of the screen, folks. If you look there, you'll see that, or the left side, depending on where you're at, it'll start adding bricks, which gives another entire yeah, never mind. Okay, yeah. This is what happened to me in level in chapter 3 when I was going through my trial runs. This key could be anywhere in the stage. Okay. Because I cannot go onto it when it's there. Fun. Weird. Can I get something to drop so that I can get some healing in or no? Nope. Not even close. And I'm back here. I do wonder if I can get out of it quicker by going up. Can I? I could. Okay, so I'm not actually in the same area as I was before. This is a little different. This is a little different. Drop something? Still doesn't drop anything. This is genuinely problematic. Genuinely problematic. Okay, this side at least I'm not taking any damage there. Now I would be taking damage. Okay, so I have to go ahead and do this and then punch him as much as possible. Is there? This guy is just built to just hit you wherever you are. This guy is built to hit wherever you are. Come on. There we go. Speed run. Since nobody here gives anything in regards to healing, I have no reason to even attempt to... Oh, I have to beat this guy in order to... I did get something, apparently. Somehow I ended up with more health. Okay, so I cannot go into there. I could. Yep. Oh, there's the key. Okay. That was quick. Plot armor. Plot armor. Read 'em and weep. There is plot armor involved. This is something I can muscle through at least. I should check the guide on this, otherwise I'm gonna be in trouble here forever and ever. Somehow I skipped through the Kung Fu levels. How did I skip through the Kung Fu levels? I used the power-up. Maybe it's just different. I don't know. Maybe it's just different. Here we are in the 7 islands. Second crabs. Okay. King Bimbo. There's 2 platforms that you can switch back and forth from easy techniques, such as the second and third top platforms on the right. Is it these two? Interesting. Okay, so I have to... Just have to take the long route. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't intentional. And I'm using the save states because it's now a thing in Nintendo games, okay? It is now a thing in Nintendo games. If this game is on the NOS, what was it called? The Nintendo Switch Online subscription. If it's in there, it would have any kind of save state, okay? And I'm not getting paid, so technically to do this, so I'm technically technically it's a reverse pay state. Technically it's a reverse pay state. Am I not dealing damage to this guy now? There we go, that's damage. Okay, I got him. Yep, I got lucky on that. I wasn't intending to, but I did that. Oh, so it's only Nintendo games. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, this is the Kung Fu stages. This is the Kung Fu stages, okay. Come on. There we go. Yeah, if I played on the NES, I wouldn't be able to, but then again, this game might not be playable on the NES at this point. Okay. Next. Still don't have the Power Ball, but again, this is the... This is supposed to be the martial arts tournament. I'm not getting very far. With a weapon. It's not designed for it. Unless this is Muscle Tower. If this is supposed to be Muscle Tower. Krillin has pants, okay? He does. He does. That wasn't Krillin, by the way. That was the friends of... What's it called? The friends of... The former Broly's friends of Krillin. There we go. We're up against the Ox King again. Okay, power through that. I saw white, okay? Those were pants, both in Japanese and in English. Okay, that was very easy. I didn't have to heal there because I did not take any damage. Alien doppelganger of Krillin? You're joking, right? This kind of bugs the boss. Thinks I'm up on top or on the straight up side. Okay, why isn't this thing dead? Oh, I had to Kamehameha him. Okay, never mind. Let me check that right now, actually. A four-armed... is it a four-armed... a kind of Cyberman-faced Krillin? With nunchucks and a spear? A double-edged spear? Let me know if that's what it was. Okay, so now is where I can use the... Okay, good. So I got the right thing. I say good, but I got the right thing. Okay, so up tower, and then there is another wish here. So I can do move dragon tile. I can go all the way back to the beginning of the game, but I can continue with my current power level and score. Or I can do move dragon tile. Let's do this here. Let's do the advanced dragon. Bravo. I beat the game. There you go, folks. Game has been beat. Yep, I took move dragon tile. This is why people say it takes only 2 hours to beat the game from beginning to end. Because let's say I didn't get hit once, and I got healings every time I beat an enemy. Right? Which the drop rate is terrible for healing, and for drop rates in general. Just drop was terrible. In the later stages, I just wasn't getting anything. Yep, title is animated. I mean, from a gaming standpoint, this was great when it came out. This game is almost 40 years old. Next year it turns 40 years old. And it's kind of incredible what they did here with this. It's not a very big game. It did come out for a console. So back then, console games were the better hashed up or hashed out games, surprisingly enough. I just don't know. I may in the future do this again. And if I do this again, are you listening, Carlos? Are you listening, Carlos? If I do this again, then I will use save states, but only at the beginning of each chapter. Okay, 618. I will only save at the beginning of each chapter, and I will only heal at the beginning of each chapter. Okay? If I do that, I will limit myself to the healing at the beginning of the chapter, and for the... How should I put this? For the saving at the beginning of the chapter. You keep saying that as if we're not in 2029. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. I am curious, though, if I do continue, where does it bring me? So continue takes me to here. I did want to see, because this is where I get the Dragon Balls. Okay, so this is where I get the Dragon Balls. This is where I get the wish, is after here. So this is the Pilaf stage. Fair enough. So that's where this goes. Okay. How was I able to go down from there, from up here? Like, what in the world happened? It's so weird. Either way, that's gonna do it for this stream, folks. Thank you all so much for coming out. I have to forfeit the save states. Hold on. You dropped this on me like when I'm ready to wind down. Come on. Hold on. If you're going to put a condition on top of the conditions that I put to myself, you're getting me the absolute full pre-order package for Xenoverse 3. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to agree to that right now. And I complete this game on stream with no save states. But I do get to do the healing at the beginning of each level. And I will do this on a live stream on Sunday. Is that a deal? I can just imagine your brain thinking about that. I can just imagine your brain thinking about that. So you agree to the terms of this deal? Do you? Put it on record. And state your terms and conditions. State your terms and conditions. My terms are, I agree to forfeiting the save states, but I get the full heal at the beginning of each level. Then you give me the full pre-order package. That's what I thought we were talking about. So if we're not, I can put this game to bed for good. Go ahead. Oh, and also I will not take this live stream off after 3 days. I will leave it on for prosperity. No confirmation. I'm assuming that talks have fallen through. And the negotiators have left the table. Yes? No? Maybe? I believe it can be done. So I will be attempting that, and the next live stream for this would be on Sunday, probably about the same time in the day. I'd have to see how my day is looking, but we have a deal. I will attempt it there. I will attempt it. That will force me to learn the boss patterns and complete it. If anyone is thinking that this is not such a big condition, not having the save states means I lose all the turtle shells. The turtle shells are the one thing in the game that, whilst it is a consumable, does not disappear from chapter to chapter like the power pole. So that is a pretty significant condition. It is, however, the easier of the conditions for me. Okay? It is the easier of the conditions for me. So, yep. Live stream, hopefully on Sunday. No guarantees, but hopefully on Sunday. That's going to be it for this stream, folks. Thank you all so much for coming to watch and for stopping by. Much appreciated. Yeah, don't remind me. If you are new here, or you aren't, please consider subscribing. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you all in the next live stream, hopefully on Sunday. Take care, and bye for now.